So today is March 20 and we're gonna discuss topic 8.9. It's a desk method revolve around X or Y axis. You know what desk is, right? Satellite desk or whatever, right? So first is finding the volume of a solid of revolution. So this time the desk is being revolved. Okay? We're gonna rotate. Either the rotation is along the x-axis or along the y-axis. Now, I just need you to have a line first. Suppose you have a line this way.
Uh-oh.
Granting that you have a line. Okay, and then you're gonna revolve this along the x-axis. So what happens is, what creates right here?
Triangle.
This creates a circle like this, right? If we revolve along the x-axis, how about along the y-axis? It's gonna be right here, right? So that's the concept for this lesson, but can I erase this first? Do not copy this first. Do not copy this. Okay. So first we're gonna have to finding the volume of a solid of revolution. The number one that you're going to do, the first thing that you're going to do is sketch the area bounded by the equations. So what is the given equation right here? X squared, right? Y equals x squared. So that means it is a parabola. You get me, guys? It is a parabola, but our concern is we're gonna have to sketch only the graph of a parabola on the first quadrant only. Tanya, thank you. So what's our concern? In what quadrant are we trying to do it? First quadrant only. Normally, if you graph, it comes from here and right here, right? Okay. So I'll just make an imaginary graph for quadrant number 2. But as I said, our concern is only quadrant number 1. Why number 1, Mr. Roy? What is the given right here? X equals 2. So we are concerned until 2 only, from 0 to 2. Okay? So this means if x is 0 from the function, y is 0. If x is 1, y is 1. And then if x is 2, y is 4. Okay, so that means we're gonna have this only. You get me? Okay, guys, only the first quadrant. And then what does it say? Y equals 0. So at y equals 0. And then number 2, sum. Thank you. So right here at 4. Okay? So that means this particular curve, the parabola on the first quadrant, is being revolved around the x-axis. So if we revolve this one, therefore this becomes what? A circle, right? It makes a circle. So it forms a desk now. You get me? So it goes this way. When I went to Singapore, they have a garden that forms this way in Singapore. Adi.
Adi.
Okay, can you pass this to Adeline, please? So, looks like a desk. Okay, so we sketch and we have x is equal
Can you
to
guess right
2. So x
Where'd it
is
go?
equal to
What's your
2.
record right now? Huh?
This
What's your
one.
record right now? 4-1. Only lost
You get me?
Yeah.
Now,
Sucks.
if we try to revolve this one along the x-axis, therefore,
We'll get that dub.
this is also right here at -4. So get me, guys?
Who's pitching tonight?
Okay, so I'm gonna extend. I'm gonna use green color for this one.
Is it Dodgers play
It's,
today?
it's gonna be this way.
Dodgers play today?
So
Or
get
it's
me,
2:30?
guys? Therefore,
Yeah.
I think so, maybe.
if this
So I don't think it's
is the red color, this is also red right here. So we are trying to rotate this one. So get me?
Violation.
We revolve this one along the x-axis.
Violation is the
therefore,
worst.
We're gonna have what is formed right here. Isn't it that it is a circle? Can you imagine, guys? Okay, so revolve it around the x-axis to create a solid. So this is now the solid that we created. I'm gonna use blue color.
Oh, it's a square. So it's 6 minus 4. So 6 minus 2, 4. And the equation is half times.
Okay.
Yeah, half times x squared. So it's half times 4 squared.
So next, what is the area of a circle?
They just simplified that shit.
Can you still recall?
Area of
Formula for the area of a circle. It's gonna be
pi
pi
r.
r squared. So can you write down pi r
Yeah.
squared? So it looks
Yeah.
like a circle, right? Looks like a circle
I'd rather lie than
right here. I'd like you to look at the red. Looks like a circle. Okay. So again, revolve about the x-axis. So the revolution is on the x-axis. Next, what is the radius of the circle? What is now the radius of the circle?
1, 2,
3.
So the radius of the circle, we call it as r of x. Okay, radius. R refers to the radius. So I need you to write whatever f of x is, instead of f of x, let's call it as r of x.
We writing today, huh?
You get me? Remember when we formulate the integration or integral, normally we do f of x, right? F of x dx. But instead of f of x dx, we're gonna use r of x.
The only thing I'm not done.
R of x refers to the radius. Okay, any question? So this is the radius, guys. This is the radius right here. Shall I change this into black color? Is it fine for you guys? This is the radius.
Yes.
And this radius, if we're gonna revolve this one,
3.
so from here, from the x-axis, this is also radius of a circle. And we denote that as r of x. So number 6, what is the area of one cross section? As I said, you say pi r square, right? Pi r square. Therefore, the area of this cross section for area of a circle is pi and then you have what is the radius or what is the function? X
R squared.
square, right? X square. And then this serves as the R now. Do you get me? And then square.
Which one?
Therefore,
Right? So what is that?
we go
No,
to
it's
number
X squared.
7. What is the volume in this case? Along the x-axis, in terms of x-axis. Therefore, our limit is from 0 up to where?
4,
Up to
2.
2.
Oh, we're doing
Okay?
x-axis.
Along the x-axis, 0 to 2.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Therefore, how we write now? Can I move this a little bit, or is it fine to write number 7 right here?
Yeah.
Okay, right here. Or maybe on the other side, because it's complicated right here. Okay, I'll just do number 7 right here. So, what's the formula for volume now? Volume is equal to what to do? Can we write first in front the pi?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
Pi
So
integral.
pi, the integral
From 0 to 2.
from 0 to 2.
X
And then
squared
what is
squared
our Rx?
dx. X
We
squared.
have Rx now. Rx and then square, right? So R of
X
X
to the power 4.
square and then dx. Now, but before I continue, yesterday's lesson, especially on number 4, I have the intention to write it wrong for you to react, but nobody
reaction.
reacted. Any noticing on number 4? What is number 4 all about? Perpendicular to where?
Y-axis.
And then what do you think is perpendicular to y-axis? Is it dx or dy?
dy.
And then I have
I
the
wrote dy.
intention
I wrote
to
dy,
write
but
dx for you to react, but nobody reacted. It should be dy. I wrote
dy.
there
The first
while
one, dy.
yesterday dx. Can you change that now? Nobody reacted. Remember, it's perpendicular to the y-axis.
Yeah.
So you use dy.
So when it's on the y-axis, it's dy.
Okay? You get me now?
Yes.
In number 4, problem yesterday, I had the intention to write dx. And Chris answered 7.9 something, right? The volume.
Mm.
Okay. So be careful.
He baited me and shit. I should beat his ass for that.
Okay. So where R of X, okay. Shall we do now problem number 1?
So why is it dx? Not dy?
Can I move this up now?
I don't know.
You guys done? Okay.
Wait, no. This was dx, right?
Yes. Yes.
This one has to be a dx.
This is dx because the rotation, the revolution is along the
Revolves it around the
x-axis, revolved around the x-axis. So it's dx. Once it says revolved around the y-axis, it's gonna be dy. But what you do with the function, rewrite into x equals.
Yeah.
Okay?
What the fuck the function?
So volume of a solid of revolution, V is equal to the integral from A to B, and then pi. We have pi, and then R of X square dx. Okay? So, where Rx is the distance between the axis of revolution. Remember, normally the R is small letter r, right? But once it is being revolved, that's the reason why we do caps lock R. Radius is just half, right? But since you're gonna revolve along the x-axis, that means you have Rx now. So between the x-axis of revolution and the outside of the solid. So let's have problem. Take the region bounded by, what is this? Exponential, right? E to the power of x. And then y equals 0. And then x equals 0. And then x equals 3. Revolve this region about the x-axis. So the axis of revolution is along the x. Okay. So what to do now? Can I move this up first? So I have space. Can you imagine a graph of exponential? Y equals e to the power of x. So we're gonna sketch first the graph.
So
We have where it crosses the y-axis, exponential. It crosses right here. So I'll use blue color. Okay, that's the exponential graph. Can you please check? The graph looks like this. Can you use calculator and graph it?
graphite. Baby girl. Let me see you right now. Let me see you twirl. Anthony, I want to see you twirl.
Wow. That just came out of nowhere.
I cannot draw perfect.
Yes, that is how graph look.
But along the way it touches. Can I?
Oh, I won't let you go. Anthony, you're so beautiful.
Oh, sorry. Looks like that one, right? So this is now y equals e to the power of x.
Fucking checkers players.
And do we have limit? Do we have limit?
From 0 to 3.
Okay, the limit is from 0 to 3. So which means here until, let's just say 3 is this one.
Your TA in the library.
Okay? And this is being revolved from 0 to 3. What happens to both ends of the circle if we revolve this one? There are how many circles now?
No one there.
There are 2 circles if we revolve. So, which means the other way is this one. This is the other way.
I'm glad I didn't get
You
chosen.
get me? Hello? Once we revolve this one, then it forms a circle here
Me and Scuba see it.
Yeah, I know.
and
First
another
grade,
circle here.
my sister had first grade.
Okay.
That's mine.
Okay, guys? So, you're gonna revolve this. Okay, next. Find the volume of the solid form. So, how we do the integral now? Volume V is equal to what? Remember circle
Half pi r squared.
pi r squared.
No,
But
not
what
half.
is our r right there?
It is e to e power x.
Say it loud.
E over x or e to the power of x.
E to the power of x. Very good. So we now say the integral from what is the limit?
From pi to the you double pi in front, don't you?
Okay. We write pi first. You want it?
Yeah, it's a constant.
Okay.
He wants it.
So constant.
Zero.
So we have pi. The integral from what is our limit now, Tyler? What is the limit? From 0 to 3. Okay, thank you, Tyler. And then, what is our R? A while ago, Chris said the R is the function e to the power of x. So, e to the power of x and then
These parts in brackets.
square.
My
And then,
arms are sore,
what is
bro.
this? dx, dy.
Dx.
dx. Why?
Because it's
Why do you think
the
it's
rotation
dx?
rotations along the x-axis.
Okay, the rotation is along the x-axis, so dx.
Why am I locking it right now? So
Need
what's
to be
up?
careful, guys, but because sometimes I trick you, or most of the time, I'm fond of it. Okay, I always trick you guys. Okay, can you now do it?
He's fun.
Now, here's the catch right here, guys. So what to do? Simplify first,
No.
because this is,
Dx.
okay, so what to do? They are both power. So what to do?
You plug in
With
3, plug in
both
0,
power, are we adding or multiplying?
multiplying.
We multiply. So
It's 2x.
we're gonna rewrite into pi, the integral from 0 to 3, and then this is now e to the power of 2x dx. Any question?
Do we have to?
Any
I don't
question?
know. Why do you do it in brackets, Mr. And not parentheses?
Same thing.
Same thing?
So
Very nice.
Is it unit?
now,
It's not volume. It's volume. Yeah, it's
what is this?
Well, you haven't folded these.
For us to do antiderivative, can you still recall previous topic?
That'll be 2x.
What to do?
over-
Antiderivative? It'd be, it go to
Over 2, huh?
Can you still remember?
2x squared over 2x.
Yeah.
Oh, u equals 2x.
U sub, right?
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. So what is u?
2x.
2x. Very good. 2x.
And du is 2.
Can you still remember
D.
the topic? I cannot remember particularly. Was it
6.9,
8.3? Remember, you have 0 to x. Can you still recall that one?
Yeah.
Can you still recall? From here, what is our x?
3.
3. Because we are doing u sub, therefore, this changes now the limits. Get me? Changes the limits. So, what is x right here? So, it's gonna be 2 times
3.
this is now our new limit. Okay? So, u is equal to 6. That changes the limit. This is our b, right? You're gonna have this one as the b. From a to b. We all know that a is 0. So our b now is
6.
6. So this changes now the limit. Can you do it now?
Yeah.
Okay. But what is du? What is du now from here?
2.
So du is equal to 2 dx, right? Or shall we write right away du over 2? Okay. Du over 2 or 1/2 du, right? Is equal to dx. Okay.
How do you get that?
So how we write now? Can I continue here?
Derivative of 2x equals 2. du equals 2 du.
Okay, so volume now, this is just a continuation of this problem. Volume is equal to pi, the integral from 0 up to, what is the new limit now?
6.
6. Okay, from 0 to 6. And then, what we let, guys, we let 2x as u, right?
Yeah.
So therefore, this is e to the power of u. Do you get me? And then times
du over 2.
du over 2. Okay, before I continue, please feel free to ask questions.
So that was a U. That was
Okay.
U to 2dx.
So what happens to this 2?
It goes in front.
What to do?
Pi over 2.
Okay, pi over 2. So volume now is equal to pi over 2, the integral from 0 to 6, and then e to the u du. And then you can now take the antiderivative. Okay? So can you do now?
Wait. What's that?
And E. 1 over x. E is
No,
1
it's
over
for
x.
ln x.
So what you have now?
Ln
So
x.
I'm gonna continue pi over 2, and then this is e to the u evaluated from 0 to 6.
Oh.
Can you now plug in? So implies that volume is equal to pi over 2, and then you have e to the power of 6 minus e to the power of 0. Am I clear, guys? Yes?
Is u equal 2x?
Huh?
U equals 2x or u equals 6?
What do you mean by 2x? We are now
You're not plugging these in.
integrating this. So
So
plug
you
in,
just plug in
right?
The values.
We'll do that later. I know what to do. Doesn't matter. Okay? Now, have this first. Volume is equal to pi over 2, and then e to the power of 6 minus what? What is e to the power of 0?
1.
It's gonna be 1. So, you said a while ago, is it 2x? It's not anymore. But so therefore, this is the final answer.
Bro, you substitution is so stupid.
So pi over 2, then e to the power of 6 minus 1. Where's Danny? Vanessa? Still taking? You took it fast, huh?
No, I couldn't do it.
Ah, okay.
I think because he's an MC. Check.
Any question, guys? So can I move this? Or are you still copying? Miho? Okay. Guys done? So let's do this problem. Sam, can you read the problem for me, please?
To take the region bounded by y equals 4 minus 2x, y equals 0, and x equals 0. Revolve this region about the y-axis. Set up the integral to find the volume of the solid form.
Okay, can I just draw right here on this side, on the left side, guys?
That's cool.
Touch your toes. Oh.
So if I draw this one, so where is the axis of revolution? Y-axis, right? Revolve this region about the y-axis. So we're gonna graph this line first. Now, line is given as 4 minus 2x. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So that means this is the y-intercept. right? So at 4. So it starts at 4.
Damn, 4 minutes with-
Everybody, I'd like you to count all together. Uno.
No.
So it starts right there at 4. But what is this? What is the slope? -2. That means go down. Do you get me? Okay.
Why equals
So,
MX plus B?
the graph looks this way. Okay, and this is being revolved around the y-axis. If this is revolved around the y-axis, that means the left side goes this way. Do you get me? And this forms a circle right here. Clear, guys? So it's a cone, right? It's a cone. So it's being revolved this way. So, what is our limit now in this case? What is our limit in this case? It's gonna be revolved around the y-axis. So what is the limit? From 0 to 4. That's our limit. So can you formulate first the integral?
Bro, I had ESPN on here. What the fuck happened?
So volume is equal to what to do with this function, since it is being revolved about the y-axis. What to do with that function?
You have to
You have to what?
make X equal.
Make x equals. Okay, can you do it now?
Yes, I can.
So from y equals 4 minus 2x.
Y plus
So
three
what we
equals
do is solve this in terms of x. So this means y minus 4. I have to subtract both sides by 4 is equal to negative 2x. Okay, that's the first thing that we do. Next is to divide
By -2.
by negative
2.
2. So y minus 4 over negative 2 is equal to x.
Y
That
plus
means we have negative y over 2 plus 2. Can we
Why the fuck did he do it like that?
can we switch that one into 2 minus y over 2? Yes or no? So I can rewrite this now as 2 minus y over 2 is equal to x. Clear, guys? So what is our limit again? You have,
From 0.
you said a while ago, Mr. Roy, can we write first the pi? Yes, we can. And then the integral from, what is our limit now?
0 to.
From 0 to
We need to find it.
2, 4, right? 4. That's the height of the cone. And then, what is now the r of x?
2 minus y over 2.
The r of x is 2 minus y over 2.
It's
And
dy,
then?
bro.
Square, and then?
dy.
Okay, very good. dy. Not dx anymore, but dy, because the axis of revolution is y.
In the y axis, yeah.
Okay? So, that's it. You don't have to. If you wish to solve for the exact value of volume, do math 9 in the calculator right away. Okay? All we have to do is to set up the integral.
Yes, it's set up, not fine. Body. Touch your toes.
Okay, then we now do practice.
What do we eat for dinner yesterday, guys?
Chicken and participant.
Okay, for practice number 1, I need you to discuss with your partner.
What are you for dinner?
And then, once you have set up the integral, I need you to come up here and show your
Oh,
work.
it was pollo asado.
Yes, whose way? You
What
are?
did you eat for dinner, Sam?
Can you check your...
Blaze kitchen.
I always count 5 when I give the worksheet. Okay? So where it stack up? In Tanya?
You get this? Oh. Mr. Roy, is it?
What's this? Is it answer?
So for
Yeah,
number
you said
1, where is the axis of revolution?
X-axis.
X. That means dx. So you don't have to change the equation, right?
I think this is the answer.
Okay. So remember, this is the y-intercept. Starts at 2 and then negative slope. And then you're gonna revolve. So can you imagine now? We have this, and then starts at 2, and then goes that way, right? And then you're gonna revolve along the x-axis. Therefore, the axis of revolution would be like this. So it's gonna be along x. Now, can you discuss now with your pair or group?
The way to get rid of negative half is to multiply by 2. Huh? Negative 2.
Yeah. That's what we're doing, setting up.
So, what's the first one? The first thing that you do after we draw, we have volume is equal to, shall I just use blue, black color? So what is volume now? The integral or pi, and the integral from where?
From 0 to 2?
From 0 to 2.
Yeah.
Sure?
Not sure, but
Yeah, it is.
Not sure.
It's from 0 to 2.
Okay, very good.
It's just
So
regular.
from 0 to 2.
No.
And then,
Yeah.
what is our r of x? What is r of x now?
Negative x plus
Negative X.
Negative x
plus 2.
plus 2.
How do you get
So
that?
negative x
Negative x plus 2.
plus 2, and then square dx. And then, you're gonna simplify this first, guys.
You can simplify?
Yes.
So then negative x
Because
squared
if
plus
this is a free response, I mean, multiple choice test, the answer for this equation or integral should be in simplified form. So we have volume is equal to pi, the integral from 0 to 2, and then what to do?
negative x squared.
Positive x squared.
Positive.
Then minus 4x.
Or simplify
You
it?
get me? Minus 4x. Product of inside. The product of negative and 2. Negative 2x, right? Negative x times 2, negative 2x. Then you double. So, minus 4x.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And then
What?
He's
square
absolutely
of
right.
2. Okay. This is now the simplified solution.
How the hell? Oh, because it's 2 in general.
Yes.
That's this. Look. Negative x
We don't have
plus
to.
2
You need an
times-
You can evaluate now. Okay?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm gonna write it down.
Evaluate this now into volume is equal to pi, and then you have take the antiderivative. So this becomes x cubed over 3. So x
we're
cubed
simplifying.
over 3, and then minus 2x. I mean minus 2x squared. Am I right, guys? So minus 2x squared plus 2x evaluated from 0 to 2. Okay.
I don't think we're doing the whole
And
thing.
then do we stop there or do we keep going?
You continue.
No, let's just find the volume.
Just continue. Okay.
So we set up the
So
equation.
volume now is equal to pi, and then 2. That means 8/3, right? So 8/3. Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
So 8/3, and then 4 minus 8. Minus 8 plus 4. And then
Minus what?
minus nada. Okay? Yes, money.
Okay, no, it's fine.
The upper limit first. Minus the lower limit. But if we plug in the lower limit as 0, everything is 0. So minus nada. Okay. So volume is, we have 8 minus 12 over 3. Okay.
Oh, you win.
Is it 3? So negative 4, 12. Okay. Please continue.
Almost emotional roller coaster game I've ever seen in my life. We're winning, I was winning.
Did I make a mistake right here?
Back again.
Yes.
Is it not plus 4 instead of plus 2?
Where?
In the on the
This one?
yeah, like 4x and same with the one on top. Plus 4.
No.
No.
Plus, okay.
Because it's negative x plus 2 times 2. I mean, you multiply the losing side.
Can you trace where did we make a mistake?
First squared,
8/3 minus 8.
and then
Yeah, isn't it supposed to be 4?
This is where? This is 4.
Yeah, there's 2 times 2 is 4.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's tough.
So this is 4. Thank you.
Mm.
So this is 4x. So this is
I thought you guys were talking about negative 4x.
right.
No.
This is 8 right here. If we plug in 2.
Yeah.
So therefore 8 minus 8.
Extremely.
Oh, okay, 0.
You're
So
not
this
sure.
cancels out. So it's just final answer is pi 8 pi over 3 or 8/3 pi. Okay, so it's the final answer. How much time is left?
6 minutes. Oh yeah. No, 5.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, now for number 2, guys, can you do now by yourself? This is being revolved around the x-axis. And then tomorrow we're gonna discuss topic 8.10. By Tuesday, we're gonna finish the entire chapter.
Next week?
But our final exam for this one is after the AP test. So the final exam is after the AP test. Okay? So by next week, we're gonna start the actual review. Yes, Josue? Within that week after. A week after the AP test. So we're gonna have an advanced finals for seniors. I don't follow the actual schedule for the test because majority are seniors. Only 4 juniors right here, right? So if the schedule is June 5, is it 5? So our finals will be like after we come back in the memorial day.
No final, no
No
final.
final, Mr. Lord.
Now we do have.
No.
We do have.
Basic algebra.
What?
Basic algebra.
It is the UCLA is just extra credit.
Basic algebra. Basic algebra. Guys, the final is basic algebra. Yay.
The final should be watching your YouTube.